Yeah. Hi. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's video. This is Shanmugaraj. We are in our 18th video of Safe Tour. We are continuing our discussion on Agile teams. This is my fourth video. Today's topic is Agile teams are on the train. So, as you are aware, we are trying to take all the components which is part of different configurations of safe lean enterprise, and we want to discuss and get into detail of it. So we already discussed business and technology. This is my final video on agile teams. So today's topic is agile teams are on the train. In safe, agile teams building and evolving the solution are on the train and operate as a high performing team of teams actually. The teams, what I'm trying to say here is in safe, agile teams use art as a vehicle for delivering the solution as well as the business outcomes, right? They power the art by collaborating to build increasingly valuable increments of working solution. There is a common framework which governs and guides the train, but what happens inside, how the agile teams interact with each other, it is depicted in this picture. They plan together, they demo together, they learn together, they explore, integrate, and deploy, release independently. So these are the four aspects, and every agile team is going to demonstrate themselves. Right, we're going to discuss that each aspect in little more detail in subsequent slides. First aspect is planning together. How agile teams plan together, right? So all teams attend PA planning, right? Where they mutually plan and commit to a set of PA objectives. They will work towards a shared vision and roadmap. They collaborate on ways to achieve the objectives. So clear content authority roles facilitate the planning and execution of the process. The product owner is a part of a larger product management team. The team's individual team backlogs are driven in part by the program backlog. So in addition, as part of art, agile teams participate in a common approach to estimating the work. This provides a meaningful way to help decision-making authorities guide the course of action based on economics. Right? So how do they plan using PA planning? They use a common practice or common approach for estimating. They leverage product management team. They leverage team backlog, which is subset of the program backlog. So this how the agile teams generally plan together using PA planning as a vehicle or iteration planning as a vehicle. The second aspect agile teams do on the train is the demoing together, right? So delivering complex and high quality solution requires intense inter-team cooperation and collaboration. To support this, team work on a common art cadence, right? And publish and communicate iteration goals at the beginning of the each iterations, right? So teams apply built-in quality practices and engage in continuous exploration, continuous integration, and continuous deployment. This takes place within the team and across the train, working towards an aggregated system demo to end each session, right? So end of each iteration within the PI, they try to demo as a team to the customer or a product management team or a customer representative to understand that things are going correctly as desired or as expected from the business team or as expected by the customer. So demoing together is one critical aspect, right? When they plan together, it is better they demo together to understand so that they together replan something very differently to achieve better results. Third important aspect of agile teams on the train is the learning together, right? To address today's uncertainty and opportunity, SAFE's continuous learning culture, right? The challenges of organizations to create a culture of fast and effective learning at all levels, right? SAFE fosters innovative people through many practices, including time and space for innovation, experimenting, and feedback and innovation, and repetites, right? It's very important. All SAFE teams engage in relentless, right? Nowadays we're coming out of the word of from a continuous improvement to a level of relentless improvement, right? In addition to iteration retrospectives and ad hoc process improvement, team also participate in art inspect and adopt events. It's not only iteration level retrospective. There is a program level or an art level, inspect and adopt events are going to happen, right? And along with that, it will be facilitated by the communities of practice. That is one important aspect in SAFE, building a communities of practice to ensure that teams are learning together. Right, so COPs are formed to help individuals and teams advance their functional and cross-functional skills. So, very important aspect in learning together is continuous learning culture, lean agile mindset, art, inspect and adopt events, and community of practice. The final important aspect agile teams on the train is they try to explore, integrate, deploy, and release independently. So each team is independent by itself. They set the hypothesis, they do the CI/CD, and they release their own way. They work with the customer directly, right? So that's how it works. The planning, the moving, learning together creates the alignment that enable teams to independently and reliably deliver value, right? So agile teams deliver value through the entire continuous delivery pipelines, right? So agile teams help validate future hypotheses by deploying to production early and frequently. They design their systems in the way permit decoupling the solution from the release, enabling the ability to release on demand. This is very important. So releasing on demand, releasing independently, exploring and integrating and deploying as an independent team as they directly work with customer, so that there's no need of having a handoffs, right? It's itself a team of completeness by itself, right? So that's how the exploration, integration, and the deployment cadence, release cadence are happening, on the train. So we discussed about four important aspects of planning together, demoing together, learning together, and releasing on cadence independently. How the teams are going to exhibit, demonstrate their behaviors on the train. I would like to conclude this series video of agile teams with final topic of collaboration and culture. So agile teams built on collaboration and built on culture, right? So relationship within the team are based on the trust facilitated by a common mission, iteration goals, and team PA objectives. So using regular feedback loops that are built in the learning cycle, collaboration improves continuously. So each tangible delivery of value encourages trust, reduces uncertainty and risk, and builds confidence. Right? The constant communication and collaboration, along with fast and empowered decision makings, permits the team to meet their responsibilities. Right? So the standard team events depend, somewhat on the method of choice, but they include a daily stand-up, iteration planning, iteration review, backlog refinement, and iteration retrospective. So this is a collaboration vehicles or collaboration events, right? See the culture, built around having a common vision, having a trust around planning together, demoing together, learning together. That's itself building a culture for your organization. Apart from that, you have art events like PA planning, art inspect and adopt, have a complete collaboration as a team. So this how agile teams really collaborate and create a culture. That's the reason safe mantra says that nothing beats agile team, right? So with that, we have come to the conclusion of videos on agile teams. We are completing our now four parts. This is my final video on agile teams. Hope we got a fair idea about how agile teams operate within agile environment or within enterprise environment, right? So we touched upon many areas like topologies. We discussed about how agile teams working on a train, in the train, right? So I hope you got a nice idea about a wholesome idea about agile teams.